Episode 746. At this point, Spring thought just wanted the stuff delivered so he could wash his hands of the whole affair. As for Lord Grimm, he really didn't want to deal with him either. The best outcome would be for them to never cross paths again.
But is that even possible?
Shuni Lao thought to himself. Last time, this guy stirred up trouble in Wildwood Town. This time, he stole the boss in Venom Swamp. It was obvious. This person was dead set on going to war with their guild. Dodge? Where could he possibly dodge? Even if he wanted to lie low, the other side was building a team, building a guild. Chunyi Lao wanted to hide, but the higher-ups would never allow it. The higher-ups made it sound so easy. Hey, that guy Ye Chu's been getting pretty cocky in the game lately. Go knock him down a peg. The very thought made him sick to his stomach.
Guild leader, the goods have arrived.
At last, like a sound from heaven itself, Spring Intent Elder heard those words. He turned his gaze back. His own guild had already delivered the goods, and Samsara wasn't far behind. Right then, about 20 paces behind Blue Brook Guild, a figure was sprinting toward them at full speed.
The stuff's already here.
After taking the delivered materials, Spring Fragrance turned to address Lord Grimm. Lord Grimm grunted an acknowledgement and immediately sent a trade request. Spring Rain Elder suppressed her anger and closed the trade window.
Shouldn't you be taking us to the boss by now?
Sure, show me the goods first.
Cash on delivery.
That doesn't sound right, does it? Our goods. If you guys decided to pull a double cross, it'd be way too convenient for you.
So how are we supposed to trust you won't just take the materials and vanish?
Just ask Blue River. Have I ever broken my word?
Blue River was the intermediary that Chunyi Lao and the others relied on to reach Lord Grimm. Yi Shu was in Heavenly Domain, and he had completely turned off Lord Grimm's friend request toggle. Neither Spring Willow nor Three Sword Six Blades could reach Lord Grimm. Time was tight, so Chunyi Lao went straight for the fastest option. He immediately contacted Blue River to ask if he had a way. Blue River, though, he actually had a way. After dealing with Ye Shu for so long, and running things as both a mole and a manager inside Happy Guild, he knew how to get in touch. In the end, Blue River went through the 10th server, contacting Soft Mist, Steamed Bun Invasion, and Chen Guo's alt, Chasing Haze, one by one. Yi Shu received the message directly through Chen Guo's computer, then added Chunyi Lao and Sanjian Liudao as friends in Heavenly Domain. The moment they met, Spring Melody and Three Swords Six Paths tried to play it close to the chest, but Yi Shu was far too seasoned. He barely needed any intel, just a look at their intentions combined with the specifics of the situation. It took him no time at all to piece together the real story, and once he unleashed his extortion skills, both guild leaders knew he had seen straight through their hand. In a deal like this, they had no leverage at all. First they had to take a loss, then bleed even more. Now they couldn't even get their request to inspect the goods fulfilled.
Let's make the trade.
After some quiet negotiation with the 3 realms and 6 paths, Chunyi Lao finally made her decision.
All right, you two, follow me quickly. Let's not give trouble time to brew.
Once Lord Grimm and the 2 guild leaders finished their transaction, Ye Shu said, steering Lord Grimm deeper into the marsh. Chunyi Lao and the 3 realms and 6 paths didn't dare to hesitate. They quickly led their people to follow. In no time at all, the group arrived on the scene. Wei Chen's Windward Formation had a dozen players in the thick of it, cutting a bloody swath. Spring's Will and 3 realms 6 paths had the eye for it. One glance told them the group was still focused on controlling the boss, not accelerating the damage. That finally put their minds at ease. Clearly, the other side had also been dragging the boss along, waiting for this trade to go through. Wei Chen had spent so long in the Heavenly Domain that he knew those big shots from the club guilds even better than Yi Shu did. He had spotted Spring Intent and 3 realms 6 paths long before. Windward Formation darted forward, weaving through the battlefield, and turned to greet them directly.
So, you 2 bosses here to pick up the aggro, or should we just join your party directly? Don't worry, after-sales service is free of charge.
No need for your help.
Chun Yilao finished speaking coldly, and the members of Blue Creek Pavilion and Samsara had already charged at the boss.
So you two are splitting this boss between yourselves. That's going to be tight.
Wei Chen was still muttering to himself, but at the same time he had already ordered their side's DPS to stop. The handover that followed went off without a hitch. Everyone knew the drill. As for Chun Yilao, he was starting to genuinely believe that the person Lord Grimm had mentioned, the one who never logged off, was someone else entirely. Why? Because right before his eyes, this guy called Windward Formation was wearing their Blue Brook Guild tag, swaggering around, chatting and laughing without a hint of shame. Even a spy would feel a little awkward at a time like this, wouldn't they? Especially since this is just a game. When you're undercover, you can't exactly pull out the whole "sorry I'm a cop" speech. Betraying the people around you only makes the guilt cut that much deeper. So you need a strong mental game for this. This guy right here, a natural-born mole. Even now, right under the guild leader's nose, he's still pulling his little tricks, completely unbothered. The handover wrapped up quickly enough, but when he came down with his people, he still looked like he was bracing for an ambush, as if Blue Creek Pavilion and Samsara might just cut them down right there to vent their anger. Spring Remnant watched it all unfold and could only feel exasperated. In an online game, killing and fighting is actually the least efficient way to compete. If a single round of fighting could really eliminate all these troublemakers right here and now, Spring Intent Old would spare no expense to start a world war. But even if they gained a small advantage here, what difference would it really make? If it was between major guilds, you could call it a win and save some face. But for a bunch of ragtag players to take them down, that was a real blow to a major guild's pride. For someone like Spring Intent, a top-tier player who'd long since moved past needing PK to vent his frustrations, having to stay on guard like this just made Windward Formation look incredibly petty.